Hey everybody out there, my name is Dragnix, and this is 868 Hack. This is an interesting take on roguelike, and I don't want to say roguelike necessarily. This is like sort of a roguelike puzzle mashup, and the best way I can describe the game in terms of who would like it, I think if you like chess, if you like tactical, thought out, you got to think out a couple of moves ahead before you go, you're going to like this kind of game. It's by Michael Brog. It is a cool trailer too for the game. So one of those, comical, in real life trailers. You should go check it out. But I just want to show you exactly what I'm talking about here in terms of why I think the game is interesting. So this is our playing field. We are this little guy right here. This guy right here. The avatar, which shows who you are in the world. You could take 3 hits before you die in this world. There are ways to obviously regain health, but a couple ways are usually via powers or going to the next sector. You have 8 sectors in all. So your job is to try to get through the sectors and gather points. Well, how do you gather points? Well, first let's take care of this virus. I'm not sure what kind of virus this guy is actually technically. So we take care of viruses by walking towards them, and if they're in our line of sight, we can attack them at this point. Note that guy. Can't attack him here, can't attack him here. Now I can attack him. They won't attack you if you are currently attacking them, and that's important to know. Now, you notice that over here, I got this data siphon, and you notice that it highlights over this. So, I have 3 items in question: points, credits, and energy. Each of these items, except for the points, can be used to use powers, like delay, for example. I get them via data siphon, actually activating the data siphon. So let me activate it here. So now I took all those points. I got 14 credits, or 4 credits actually, and 3 energy. So now I can use a power like delay, which would be postponing transmissions. Obviously no enemies on the board. Well, what are these guys? Well, these guys are the ways you get points and powers. You'll see here 2 numbers. This first number up here is the number of enemies that will spawn if I data siphon it. This is the number of points I will get. So let's just do this one, just for shits and grins. So 1 enemy spawned, and I got a point. Your idea? Get as many points as possible, obviously. Now, enemies will randomly spawn, so keep that in mind. And let's just go to the next sector. All right, we got 3 enemies that spawned here. Now, you have different enemy types. For example, this guy right here can take 3 hits. You also have an enemy that hides until you're close or in line of sight with them, so there we go. So the strategy is to not take hits, obviously, but that could be very difficult, and it's sort of a risk and reward mechanism in terms of which ones can I try to activate with my data siphon and still be able to handle without getting, blasted at this point. So let's try it activating this. Now this is a one where I will actually get a power from it. Poly. But 3 enemies spawn. Now you see here, I've got 2 enemies near me. I've got 1 on the top and 1 at the bottom. I'm gonna attack the one on the top because he can do 2 hits in a row if I don't interrupt him. And you see I'm taking hits from the guy on the left. So, took a bunch of hits there. Not good. And I just died because of the invisible guy and I walked into his line of sight. So it's a strategy game in terms of predicting your opponent, well, not predicting your opponent's moves, understanding where your opponent is going to go and what you need to do in order to minimize the moves in question. Now, your enemy types are going to make a difference, and your placement on the board is going to make a difference. Now, for example, that guy can move 2 every turn. So I can go up and force him towards me so I can get right next to him and take him out. You need to think ahead. This is how you win this portion. Reset is a very important power, at least in my opinion, so I'm gonna grab it right now. Reset will reset my avatar's happiness. So it takes 4 energy, but it's worth it in my opinion. And I will take this one because I need the energy in question. What's my other power here? My other power is pull. Decrement enemy distance, I can pull them towards me. Alright, I think I've got enough here. I could go for that 2 points in the corner, but I'm not feeling it. So I'm gonna keep 1 data siphon. So, every enemy type really makes a difference. That one takes 3 hits. That one that I just killed on the first one can actually move through the walls in question. So, very important because if you're trying to use the walls to defend yourself, well, he can cause you a lot of pain. Basically, you don't want to get cornered, and that is basically it. Now, that question mark one, you can show it with other powers, but it could be random. It could be a power, or it could be a number, or anything at this point. All right, I don't like any of these values. I'm just gonna go on to the next one. All right, 1 is not bad. I want to take care of the enemies first. All right, I took 1 hit there, that's fine. Oh, I took 2 hits. Ooh, I'm gonna reset. There we go, health is back. All right, I'm gonna go get those data siphons. I've got enough, but might as well take them when I have them. He may be right here. Yep, I was about to say, he's like, based on the movement, he's gonna be right there, but. All right, let's activate this one. Simple enough. There we go, and there we go. So, a lot of thinking that needs to be put into where you go and how you move, and I love it for that because it really does reward critical thinking. Think about what you're doing before you go to the next portion. Now, I'm not getting a lot of points, and the thing is, this is a high-scoring kind of game, and I'm in trouble. Okay, I'm gonna reset. Take that out. Oh boy. I'm in trouble. Yep, reset. Reset. See, I had to use a lot of energy in order to get out of that situation. I'm gonna take some energy back right there because I didn't think ahead, and thus I made a mistake after mistake, and had to really throw energy and credits at it in order to get rid of it. So it is important that you keep in mind where you are in every move. All right, I'm gonna take this 4 points here and cause 4 enemies to spawn, and hopefully, oh boy, this is not good. This is not good. There we go. All right, I need energy because I need to be able to reset again. You always reset once or get your health back once after every level. And now you see here where my problem is. Let's take a step back and look. So I've got the guy on the right here who can go through walls. So obviously with these enemies, I could just hit them into this corner and take care of them. But right now I've got a problem because I got this guy. This guy's gonna move 2 towards me. This guy's gonna move 1. If I move left and right, well, there's a little bit of problem. He's gonna hit me. But what if I pull? Ah, you see? Now, everybody's sort of forced into that corner, and now he's gonna come back over towards me, so I'm gonna move here, and I'm gonna pull again. Oh, it pulled him towards, I didn't know it could actually pull enemies towards, yeah. I didn't know enemies could be pulled into the walls that couldn't wall. Okay, learning new. Learning something interesting after every run. So it's just trying to go through and get better and better and try to perfect the run at this point. It's a good mix, and I don't feel like there's any situation. I guess that situation was a little bit meh in terms of, well, I wish I knew that, you know, I could pull the guys through the walls, but you know, I learned that. I definitely know it for next time. All right, let's take advantage of. Let's go for the D-bomb here. Oh boy, this was a mistake. See? It all depends on what you choose and what enemy types are, and you could deal with those enemy types. Let me show you. The programs that are available, you could be like attack all viruses, explode nearest Damien, attack row twice, or you could like transform enemy types, like randomize the enemy types, which is, I find really important, especially with the walls in question. So this is the basic premise of 868 hack, and I like it for it. Let's do one last round before I finish this video off. I took a hit there unnecessarily, but that's all right. I have an undo decrement time step, so I guess that would be sort of a reset of the situation, maybe a step backwards. Let's take that money. All right. Yeah, let's take that. I can deal with 2. There we go. And on to the next one. All right. Take one hit there, that's fine. I'll take that guy. Who to take next? Delay may be important, but... No, let's take the 2 here. 2 points will be worth it. There we go. Oh, well, either I could take a hit or I can leave the level. I'll leave the level. Alright, oh, and that's an important portion. Note how the enemies stayed. So you can't just spawn a bunch of enemies and then hope for the best. See, now, I used undo there to get myself into the corner because I can see that that was my best option at that point. Ow, ow, that was not a good option though. So, if you like puzzle games and you like critically thinking about your next move in terms of like a chess-like environment, again, this is the perfect game for you. And for it's around $5.65, I think, or something. It's one of those games that like to mess with the price in terms of just non-typical price. But other than that, it's a cool experience, and I do appreciate it, and I'll be probably playing this once in a while. Maybe not like addicted to it, but it's a cool, time waster at this point. All right, this is Dragnix signing out. Hopefully you guys learned a little bit more about 868 Hack, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Keep gaming. Hey, thanks for watching. If you have a chance, leave some feedback and comments below. If you liked the video, hit that like button. And if you want more content like this, hit that subscribe button. This is Dragnix signing off, hoping that gaming brings as much fun to you as it does for me.